Hi guys and welcome to my channel. So today is the day. I have been dreading making this video just because I know it's going to be a lot. I don't think it's going to be boring necessarily, but it's just like, it's a lot. So today I am going to be swatching and comparing all of my off-white, nude kind of polishes. I did go ahead and slip in like my browns and like deeper toned nudes as well. I tried to be kind of strict, which I can be a little bit colorblind sometimes. Which one reason why I'm swatching, ignore these blues. These are from a different video. I'm going to kind of put them up out of frame so they're not distracting. That is distracting, but oh well. So, I tried to be a little bit strict. So if it was obviously a baby pink, I didn't put it in here. If it's obviously a light yellow, I didn't put it in here. I didn't put anything in with a special finish. So these are creams only because I don't have very many with a special finish. So those are going to be some that I definitely hang on to. Basically, if it looks like it could be a foundation shade, I try to stick it in here. Or if it is white or almost white, I stick it in here. So here's like some examples. Like all these could be kind of like skin tones. So yeah, the only exception I have to this rule are taupes, because I don't have very many and I don't want to make a separate video. So I do have a few like taupey shades that obviously wouldn't be someone's skin tone. It's just too gray. But I only have a few of these, so I did go ahead and stick them in here as well because I would consider them still like a nude neutral nail. Like I said, I can be a little colorblind, so if I swatch something and it's like, oh, that is obviously pink or yellow, then it just is obviously pink or yellow in the swatch. But in the bottle, when I'm picking them out, it didn't necessarily look that way. I was going to say I probably won't talk much in this video because it's just a bunch of the same color. But honestly, I feel like I'm actually going to be talking more because I'm going to be trying to differentiate between a lot of these colors and talking through what I want for my own benefit so I can actually figure it out. Okay, so I don't have all of these organized, so I'm just going to try to start off with most of these caption polishes to begin with and get an idea. Okay, this one is free to do whatever, and off the bat, it does look like it's kind of sheer and kind of got a little bit of a yellow tone. I think this is the one I put on the other day, and I actually hated it on my nails. So, with that being said, let's give it a swatch and see what we think. So yeah, this one is definitely kind of on the sheer side. A little bit yellow. I don't know if having the paper underneath is going to be beneficial with these. I think maybe it might be more, yeah, I think it's going to be more beneficial to have the dark showing underneath. Again, I apologize for that blue. Okay, so it is looking a little bit yellow and a little bit sheer. Next we have Let Life Unfold. This one is a little bit deeper, but not by much. Got kind of a peachy tone. And again, pretty sheer. Okay, so that's looking more peach in comparison. In the bottle, some of these just look so like indistinguishable. Okay, so this one is Eat, Shop, Play. It's kind of a yellow toned. And again, it looks pretty sheer. Okay, it's a little bit brighter than that last yellow tone. Looks very, very much like that first one. Okay, I'm not going to go through and declutter anything until I've got everything swatched, and then I can kind of look and compare. I'm going to keep all the polishes in order of their swatch so that I know what's what. This one is Keep It Simple, and this is like an eggshell. It's not quite white. It's got a little bit of a beiginess to it, but I wouldn't really say yellow either. Definitely the most opaque so far and the brightest. Actually really like it in comparison to these ones. Next we have Better Left Unsaid. And this one has a little bit of a gray tone to it. And it does look like it's going to be more opaque. Actually, maybe not. It looks pretty sheer on the wand. Very sheer, actually. That was deceiving in the bottle. So that has that grayish tone. Taupey tone. Actually, it looks very much like that one. And they don't look the same in the bottle. That's weird. Okay. I'm going to do all the captions first and get them over with. This one is called Milk It. And it's a creamy, not quite white, more of a cream. There's some separation in there. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake. Okay, this one's a little more opaque than some of the others and not quite as white as that one. More of really just a cream color. Next we have No Room for Gloom. And this one has a little bit of a grayy tone. Definitely cool toned. So that one's kind of like a sheer taupe. It's not quite as cool as this one here. Okay, next we have Heaven Help Me, and this one just looks straight white to me, but we will see. I feel like this one is just a straight white. Yeah. So you can kind of see here with that cream color how there's a little bit of warmth in that one compared to this one, but they are very, very close. Okay, this one is a little bit more of a deeper brownie tone, and this one is Cheers to Me. So more of a nude, actually going into a nude, kind of yellow toned. Definitely it looks like foundation. All right. Okay, this one I feel like is yellow, so I'm not going to swatch that one. It didn't look so much without the lights on it, but once I got it in the light, it looked yellow. Okay, so next going into Welcome to My Life. Again, a little bit more pigment now. Brighter and peachier, I think, than that last one. I'm sorry if those blues are just getting so distracting. Move those out of the way. Okay. All right, next we have Lose Yourself, which is actually what I have on my nails right now, and I actually really like this one. This is a very, very pale gray, and it applied beautifully. So going by formula, very similar to these two, and this one actually kind of not quite as opaque, but very similar to that one. All right, next, Big Sigh, and this one is kind of a pinky nude, but I don't know if I would consider, I can't tell if I would consider this a pink or not. Is that a pink or is that skin tone? I feel like it's definitely close enough to still be considered a nude. What's that one called? Big Sigh. All right, next we have Dysfunctional Yet Punctual. Kind of a yellowy nude again. Yeah, I don't need all of these, so definitely going to be whittling this down. Just trying to get them all on here first. Next, I have Kill It With Kindness. And it cracks me up that these are all like the same brand. Like, how many times did they come out with the same kind of shade? Like, such small differences. Like, almost undetectable differences. Okay. All right. Next we have Calm, Cool, and Collected. Definitely kind of a ochre kind of color. Okay, so like these two, I feel like are very, very similar. The last caption one, and this one is OCD Proud. Actually, this one's gonna be disqualified. It has a shimmer in it. I didn't realize that till just now. So that is all the caption polishes. So these are my Olive and June polishes. This is CCT. Y'all already know I'm obsessed with this. It's probably not gonna swatch very well. But this just literally looks like an acrylic nail. Yeah, you can't really even see it in the swatch. But it is still technically a nude, so I'm gonna leave it in there. And then this one is BEB. Same thing, definitely not going anywhere with these polishes. That was just a little bit of a brighter cool toned one. Love it. But I feel like these are what these are trying to be, kind of, and not doing a very good job of it. Now we'll be moving into a little bit more color. So this is Wet n Wild, Sorry I'm a Latte. Definitely a little bit more warm. Okay, let's just go on into the other Wet n Wild, Get Stoned. So this is kind of a cool toned brown. Go ahead into another darker shade. This is, is this red? It says So Shady. And earlier it looked, I swear it looked brown, but I'm pretty sure that is like aqua blood red. I'm going to swatch it anyway. Yeah, that's like berry. So that goes to show my eyesight sucks. It looked so brown on my shelf. Okay, I did warn you it would probably happen. Okay, so Believe Beauty, Currently Curious. Kind of a warm tone, pinky nude. Or orangey nude, I guess I should say. Alright, next going into Orally Sunkissed. More camel colored. Alright, next going into Basic by Revlon. Going into 10 over 10's Cliff. So got some variety there, so I'm happy with that. Okay, Sally Hansen, Sunrise Salutation. I feel like that one and this one look very similar. Next, going into Revlon's Keep Cool. That is very peachy for a shade that's called Keep Cool. It's like very warm. Alright, next going into Revlon Perfect Pair. Going into LBK Elise. This one, I can't tell. Is that nude? Is it peach? There's so much separation. I can't really tell about this one. It's called Pink Cardamom, so I'm guessing this is going to be a pink. So I'm going to look at it on the brush before I swatch it to determine. I don't know. It still kind of looks nudie. Like it looks, I don't know. I'm going to swatch it. I feel like that's close enough. Going into OPI's Dolce de Leche. Ooh, that's coral. Alright, going into Sing Songbird Along. Kind of a more yellowy light nude. Kind of debated about that one, but I felt like it was close enough. Alright, next we have Hike It Up. That one's pretty. Next we have Ella and Mila Honeymoon Bliss. Kind of getting into some of the taupey ones now. Little random OPI mini. Sally Hansen Mauve Mood. Is this mauve? I don't feel like that's mauve. Okay, into Double Dip by Salon Perfect. The last one was Salon Perfect too. If I accidentally said Sally Hansen, I apologize. So lastly, this one might be too peach actually. It's perfectly paired. It's close to these, so I am going to go ahead and swatch it, but yeah, that's like orangey peach. Alright, so now I'm going to work my way backwards and kind of look and see what I feel like looks like I don't need both. So I'm going to start off with this last one, and it kind of looks like this one, but it's a little bit brighter. So I'm going to hold on to the Believe Perfectly Paired. Alright, the Double Dip looks like this one a lot, and kind of like this one as well, and it doesn't perform as well. I'm not sure what those are yet, but I am going to destash Double Dip by Salon Perfect. Okay, this taupe one, it's very opaque, and it's definitely close to this one, which is kind of streaky, which is the little OPI. So I'm going to keep the Salon Perfect Mauve Mood and get rid of the little mini OPI. So destash for that. Okay, what was this one? This is the one that was close to that, but Swatch better. And that was the Ella and Mila, so keeping that. Alright, I loved this one, and there isn't anything quite like it on here. It's kind of similar to this. So I'm going to swatch those next to each other. These two. Yeah, those look very, very similar. So we have caption, Cheers to Me, and Essie, Hike It Up. Caption one and bring it down here and swatch it right next to that. Okay, actually side by side, they are pretty different. So I'm actually going to keep both. Okay, next one is Sing Songbird Along. Not really seeing it. It's a little bit more yellow and opaque than a lot of the others. My light just went out again. Okay, so now moving on to these two. They look very similar. And from over here, this one kind of looks similar, but it's actually quite a bit deeper, I believe. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe they are pretty similar. Okay, so this one is OPI. This one is the Sally Hansen. This one is Believe Beauty. Currently Curious. So I'm going to swatch it right here with these. Okay, so yeah, that one's a bit darker, so I am going to keep that one. And I like the way the OPI looks better than this one. This one's just not quite as uniform. It's a little bit more patchy, and the OPI looks a little smoother. So I'm actually going to go ahead and destash Pink Cardamom. by Sally Hansen. I have this one, and there's a lot of like sheer pinky colors like this. This one, it's a little bit pinker than that one. It's a little less pink than this one. It's kind of close to this one, actually. This is the LBK. It really didn't swatch the best, to be honest, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and declutter this one. It's LBK Elise. So that one is going to go in the D-stash. Okay, next we have this Revlon one. It's not quite as pink as that one, and it doesn't really match anything up here, and I really do like the way that one looks. So I'm going to keep this one, Revlon Perfect Pair. Okay, and the next one's also Revlon. It's a little bit peachier, but I like it. It's a little bit lighter than these ones over here, so I'm going to hang on to that one as well, and that is the Keep Cool Revlon shade. Alright, next we have the Sally Hansen, and again, well, it kind of looks like this one. Which one is that? That's the Cool Bliss, so they kind of look alike, but the Sally Hansen, I believe, is lighter. Yeah, I'm going to keep Sally Hansen. I think that one's really pretty. Okay, so next we have this one, which is the 10/10, and it's definitely the most like red orangey one, so I'm definitely keeping that. Same with the Revlon. It's actually ended up being more nude than I thought it was going to be. This one, I don't really see any dupes for it as well. That is Basic by Revlon, so keeping that one. Also keeping the Sunkissed. We've already passed that one. We're keeping that. This one was the red one that I didn't realize was as berry as it was. So keeping that. Keeping the taupe one by Wet n Wild. Okay, this one. Yeah, I don't really see anything that's exact on that. And then these two, you can't really tell on the swatch, but definitely keeping those. They're beautiful on. Okay, so now just working on this row here, which is where we're going to have a lot of repeats. Okay, so starting off with this one. This one actually is pretty, like, opaque compared to the others, and it's pretty taupey. It's not quite as dark as this one. I am going to swatch it next to this one just to give it a little bit more context of the difference. So I am going to be keeping this one, and it is Calm, Cool, and Collected. Okay, then we have Kill It With Kindness. And I feel like Kill It With Kindness and whatever this is looks a lot alike. So I'm going to swatch them next to each other. Yeah, I don't feel like I need both of those. Those are very, very similar. And that one is Milk It. Which one do I like better? Milk It's a little bit brighter, and I think I like it just a little bit better. So I'm actually going to put Kill It With Kindness in the D-stash and keep Milk It. Next we have this one here, which is dysfunctional yet punctual. It's very, very close to that last one, which was Kill It With Kindness. It's a little bit more yellow than that one. And I'm like, and I got rid of that one. Let me swatch it down here and see. Yeah, see, all these are so, so similar. I think I like this one better than this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of dysfunctional yet punctual. Next we have this pinkier one called Big Sigh. And I feel like this is a good like pinky nude. It's not too bubblegum, so I'm actually going to keep that one as well. Then next we have Lose Yourself, which is what I have on this hand. Love this one, so keeping it. Then we have this peachy one called Welcome to My Life. I just don't know about that. It's like very, very nude for me. Like, I don't really have anything else like it. So I am going to hang on to it, but we'll see if I ever wear it. Okay, next we have one that's a little bit deeper, and it's called Cheers to Me. And I actually really do like this one, so I'm keeping that one. Next is Heaven Help Me, and it's basically a straight white. Keeping that. Okay, I do not need both of these. These are No Room for Gloom and Better Left Unsaid. So this one is No Room for Gloom. I'm going to re-swatch again down here so I can kind of see how they apply. So No Room for Gloom and Better Left Unsaid. This one's a little bit more sheer and maybe slightly more cool toned. So I'm going to keep Better Left Unsaid and get rid of No Room for Gloom. I didn't realize I didn't have the lid on. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. That one is, what is that one? Keep It Simple. Is that one Keep It Simple? Yeah. I'm going to keep that one. Out of these three, I hate this yellow toned one in the middle. That one is Let Life Unfold. Definitely getting rid of that. And I feel like these two are almost identical. So I'm going to do another little just side-by-side swatch. That one is Eat, Shop, Play. And this one is Free to Do Whatever. They look exactly the same. And honestly, I don't think I would wear either. So I'm actually going to get rid of both. Okay, so these are the caption polishes I'm keeping. There are still some that look very, very similar. But in person, there are more differences than probably what's showing up on camera. But yeah, so I'm keeping 9 of the caption polishes. And I'm actually decluttering 6 of them. These are the 6 I'm decluttering. So I'm actually very, very pleased with that. Okay, so on top of the caption polishes, I am decluttering 4 more for an even 10 decluttered, which I am very, very pleased with. Okay, so keeping 26. This is not counting the caption ones. This isn't showing the caption ones, but counting the caption ones, I'm keeping 26, decluttering 10. So, yeah, about a little bit more than a fourth. So, I am very, very happy with that. Let me know what y'all thought. I love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.